Hi everyone, how are we doing today? So today I'm actually just gonna be doing another vlog for you guys on something that I've been like nervous about, but right now I'm on my way to go get my new birth control, and it's the Paragard. If you guys aren't aware of what that is, it's the copper IUD. So it's a 10-year birth control that's like non-hormonal. So the only thing that made me nervous about getting back on birth control after having my son was that I was in the depot before, and the depot shot, it's injected every 3 months, and I got so chubby. Like I gained like 30 to 40 pounds before I even had my son, like obviously. So just losing that weight was pretty hard, and like on my body I got stretch marks from it even before having a baby, so that was pretty tough on me. So I'm just kind of nervous going back on. I didn't want to get on a birth control that was going to make me gain weight, just because I had that issue before, and I'm already dealing with, you know, post baby weight. So I'm like nervous and still kind of like, as body positive as I want to be, that is still like a little tough. And it's going to be tough for every new mom, because your body changes so quickly from, you know, figuring out you're pregnant, then having your belly grow, and then after having the baby, like literally it's just such a drastic change. So being body positive is tough, but it's like, you know, we're getting there. But I'm going on birth control right now. I'm actually going to my appointment right now, and I'm nervous. I'm scared that it's gonna hurt, just because I have like major freaking PTSD from, you know, trying to go through natural delivery and then only getting to like 6.5 centimeters, and then having to go emergency C-section. So I kind of got like the best of both worlds. So I'm just kind of like scared of anyone going down there anymore, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on my way. I'll let you guys know how it is. I'll keep you guys updated on like how it's going, how I feel afterwards, and all that stuff. All right, guys? So just keep watching. So I just got done with everything, putting in the Paragard and the procedure and all that stuff right now. So I'm just getting breakfast for me and my boyfriend and the baby and stuff. But I am the breakfast for my baby, just kidding, only for me and Juan. But I'll go ahead and give you guys like a little summary when I'm like, just in a little bit. But I don't know how I feel right. Like I feel fine. I just feel like pretty crampy, because obviously they had to go in and do everything and all that stuff. A lot of instruments were up there, you know what I'm saying? But so far so good right now. I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated. All right, so I'm just gonna give it like a quick little like I said, summary on like the way the experience went and how I feel right now and all that stuff. So I got there, obviously, I checked in, I waited for them to room me, they checked my vitals and everything like that. Then they obviously, before you get birth control, you always have to take a pregnancy test before you get the birth control, just to see, they can't give you birth control while you're pregnant or anything like that. So I gave a urine sample, and I was waiting for them, and my doctor, she had a student that she was teaching, like all that stuff. So I had 2 of them in my room. They were just, my doctor, and then the student teacher, or whatever the fuck. Am I saying that right? So I had 2 people in the room, obviously my doctor and then the student. But they pretty much everything was like a pap smear, and if you're a mom, obviously you've had a pap smear. If you're not a mom, and you haven't had a pap smear pretty much is just like they go in, check everything is okay. They take like swabs, and they you know, they scrape the sides of the vagina and like all that stuff, and they see if everything's healthy and nothing's going wrong down there. But pretty much everything was like a pap smear. But the only difference was the fact that they had like the iodine, they put like they cleaned the inside of like my vagina and stuff like that. And if you guys are like sensitive, I probably should have did like a disclaimer. If you guys are sensitive to this like kind of content, don't watch it. But everyone has one. Like all, you know, like if you don't have one, you know someone who has one. You know what I'm saying? So, meaning a vagina. So like whatever. But they cleaned the inside of my vagina, and then they had to measure how like long my uterus was to see how far they needed to put the Paragard, because sometimes there's like cases where it like gets put in too far, and then it like the Paragard travels outside the uterus and causes like some big infection in your body, and like pretty much it's a whole, it's rare, it's very rare, but it's like crazy horror stories out there. So they have to measure it just in case they don't puncture it, meaning my uterus. So they measured it, and fun fact about me, guys, my uterus is 7 centimeters. No, but it is. Which is so fucking crazy. They make sure that everything is set up for the Paragard if it's not set up already. And then the feeling with that, of like even them just measuring my uterus, it felt like the very, very beginning stages of labor, like very slight cramps. Or I could just reference it to the fact that it felt like a cramp, like a pretty severe cramp. But everybody's so different. So my experience could be so different from yours or whoever, you know, like if you're planning on getting it or whatever. I'm not trying to psych anyone out, but it was pretty crampy. Then they put the Paragard in, and that was also pretty crampy. I was kind of embarrassed because like my legs, so they obviously put you in like where your legs are open like this, and my legs were open for like a pretty good amount of time, so they were like starting to shake, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they're not noticing this. But like my legs were shaking, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And they're like, you're totally fine. But yeah, everything was done good. They said I look really healthy, meaning down there my lady bits are looking pretty good. But yeah, so overall just crampy. Right now it's just like an hour since I've had it, but yeah, not too bad. They said I might have bleeding, or like the iodine might come out because they had to clean the whole inside of my vagina, so the iodine might be coming out, so not to freak out if I see that. I've heard cases or like stories of like chicks getting cervix, like medicine on their cervix to where it can dilate. They didn't give me that. They just told me to take a Tylenol before I went in. I could take more Tylenol or ibuprofen, switch off between the two so I don't get like any headaches or any like feel sick from it. But I have like my card. They told me not to go back until 2029, which is so crazy to me. No later than January 2029, which is so insane. It's 10 years. Like I said, 10 years birth control. I think that's pretty good. So if and when I do, but mainly if I want to have more kids, I think that's plenty of time. They said that it doesn't make you like infertile. No, nothing. It's a non-hormonal non-hormonal birth control. So my periods are going to be regular. I heard that your first period is always, the first month that you get the Paragard, your first period that happens is always going to be longer, and your period cramps are going to be so much stronger. But I heard that usually subsides over time. I'm like not too nervous about it. If I could literally handle what happened during freaking child labor in my whole pregnancy, I think I can take care of this. This is pretty good. It's average. But all right, guys, I'm going to keep you updated. Like I said, that's how I'm feeling right now. That's how it went. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to probably update you guys like later on tonight, this evening, and see how I'm feeling. Right now, I do feel like I have period cramps. Nothing horrible, but like I feel like, you know, when you have a pretty good, ladies out there, you know what I'm talking about, when, don't even deny this, but when you get a pretty good period cramp and you feel like you have to poop, like, that's how I'm feeling right now, but I can handle it. It's like not too bad. But I feel like I have to poop even though I don't need to. I just feel like that's how the cramp is. That's the severity of the crampage right now. Keep you guys updated. Tonight, I'll let you know what's going on, okay? So I'm currently laying in bed. This is not the evening. It's probably like a couple hours after I got it put in. And my shit's being rocked. I'm having severe cramping, and like, obviously cramps are never fun. So like, I'm hurting pretty bad right now. I took more medicine when I got home. I'm trying to relax and try not to do anything for the rest of the day. I was bleeding earlier. I went to the bathroom and I like looked, obviously, and like I started bleeding. They said it was perfectly normal if I were going to start bleeding, but it's not fun and it is hurting pretty bad. Just wanted to give you guys like a quick little update for halfway through the day of when getting it in place. Is it a word? Getting it put in. So baby Blue just woke up from a nap with Mama because Mama fell asleep because she's cramping pretty hardcore still, and it's about like 3. It's gonna be 3 here soon. So oops, you can see almost my boob. I'm breastfeeding, so yeah, at least one of these things, if not both, are flopped out at any time. So yeah. But here's baby Blue. Hi. Hi. This is my son. Reasons why I got on birth control. I want all my attention on him. Hassan. Yes. All my attention on him. He's my main priority right now. And if, like I said, if we have more kids, 10 years should be more than enough time to think about it. Alright, what's up everyone? This is just, what is this again? This is like catching up on like my birth control and like how everything was and how it like went, how I'm feeling, everything like that. So from the last time that I guys told you, I said I was going to update you guys that evening. This is actually 2 days later. So in all honesty, the birth control, when I got it, it was totally fine, whatever, not a big deal. A couple hours later, I had pretty good cramps, and then in the night, I had cramps that were pretty hardcore. Nothing was working for the pain, like Tylenol. I took like 500 milligrams, wasn't really working very well. So I finally went to sleep, and the next day we had to do some things, so I just kind of got busy and like forgot to vlog and how I felt and stuff like that. But I woke up with pretty hard cramps still, like I felt like I was on my period really bad, but took more medicine and it was kind of like subsiding. The pain was like kind of subsiding and it was totally fine, but went to bed again, woke up with cramps. It's now Sunday, it's like 10:30 and I feel fine. I still am having a little bit more bleeding. So I just checked because they say that it can fall out. So I just stuck my finger up there. They tell you to feel for the string, and the string was totally in place. It was totally fine. It was good, no problem. Because they say that if the string is longer, that means it's probably like coming out. But it was good. So if you guys are like considering getting this birth control, it is for 10 years, 10 to 12 years. The next time I have to get it removed is in January 2029. If you guys have any questions about it, if like you want me to go deeper into this, I will just go ahead and comment in like the comments, and I'll go ahead and tell you like everything and all that good stuff more than I did in this video if you have any questions about it. But so far so good. I really like it so far. But then again, it's only 3 days in, so about a month I'll go ahead and tell you guys, keep you updated and see how it really is, how it's treating me, and like even my first period, I'll go ahead and tell you guys how that went. But alright guys, I'll talk to you soon. Just subscribe to my channel, click the little bell so you guys get notified every time I make a new video. Share the shit, comment, all that fun stuff. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.